Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, is brought to you by Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool. NH Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by RockAuto.com, all the parts your car will ever need.
Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Well, it's time for the hashtag MTTT, the Master Technician Tech Tip. And boy, this one's a good one. You know, you get in your car, you turn on your key, and bam, there's that check engine light, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. The infamous check engine light. Look at all those. It may be one of those. Or you may turn on your dash and bam, all of a sudden you have all these lights. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. You don't know what to do. Believe it or not, this is our Jeep owner's manual here for our Liberty. It's got all the different code definitions for the different lights up there, and there's a ton of them there, but it doesn't have to be that daunting. Let me explain it to you. Some of the shops they use, professional shops, use something like this. It's a laptop-based scan tool. It's the Continental Diagnose Pro, and basically this just plugs into the OBED2 connector, and they feed the data right to it. A ton of data, a ton of information. Same here with the OTC Evolve. They go under there and wirelessly, they actually connect this and then talk to the scan tool so they can see what's going on. You know, you can do this right at home. You don't have to spend a ton of money to do it. Rock Auto has this right here called a code reader. This is pretty cool because it reads all the codes. So what you do with this is you actually just take it and you plug it into your onboard diagnostic connector. It's OBED2. It's located under the driver's side, and 1996 or above, every car is equipped with one of those. Just find it under there, plug it into that connector, bam, it's going to power up. Hit the button and read the code. That means the world to you, that code, okay? So what's going on once you get that code? Well, take a look at this graphic. This is pretty cool. So the code actually means something. Matter of fact, that first digit, you may pull up a B code, that's a body module, C is chassis, P is powertrain, or U is a network problem, a communication problem. Well, the second digit there, it's either gonna be a 0 or a 1. 0 is a generic code, 1 is a manufacturer-specific code. A lot of times a scan tool may pick up a manufacturer-specific code, a little more in depth, but a 0 code will give you just as much information. You'll be able to find a flow chart to go ahead and diagnose the car. Next one you can see there, well, it's the system. If it's a P01, it's a fuel metering, a powertrain generic fuel metering. It could be a P03, that's an ignition. A lot of times we see a 300, which is a misfire, a P0300 random misfire. And then the actual fault description is the last 2 digits of the code. So if it was a P0302, that's a misfire on cylinder 2. So you can look up that code definition, or you can just download it from our site there. Just find it, get it, that'll give you a big hand. Pretty simple to do. You guys can scan your own cars, no problem. And if you want to cut down on your diagnostic time, well, RockAuto.com can help.
Well, that's right, John. Now, Tom, at RockAuto.com, how do you narrow things down? Say I know sort of what the problem is. How can you help me find the right parts?
Now, the RockAuto.com online catalog can really help with diagnosing. Let's say your idle is surging, the car is stalling, and say, oh, I suspect this is fuel air. So you look up your vehicle and we have a category fuel air. You go there, and then as you look at the list of parts, some will be in bold print and some are in less bold print. The bold prints are replaced more often by other customers, so that can be a clue that, okay, other people are having this problem. And then when you click on that bold part, you'll often see a large list of manufacturers. So if manufacturers are taking the time to make the part, it must fail a lot.
There's a demand for it.
Right, and where that similar part on another engine from another manufacturer may not, rarely or never fail, so nobody will make a replacement, or there'll be very few choices.
And you guys are very specific too. It's not, you're not bolding a particular part for every make of car.
Right, it's the ones for that car that tend to fail. Then another neat thing we have is part number search. You can enter the whole number or part of the number, just put asterisks for the pieces you can't read, and then search for it and identify the part. And pictures are invaluable for saying, okay, that's what this is.
I also like that you have photos, because you might not know what the connector looks like on the end of it or something like that, and you can compare it with what's on the website.
Right. Yeah, there may be parts may have changed mid-year, so you can identify, okay, that's what's on my vehicle.
Well, RockAuto.com has all the parts your car will ever need, and they sure make it easy to find out which ones you need.
Well, it's all the correct fluids and the levels are right. You know, it was easy. We went down and did an oil change. They drained the oil, put a new filter on, moved their way to the transmission, new fluid and filter there as well. made their way to the fuel filter, and then over to the differential. Man, that was easy.
Easy for you. Benjamin and I did all the work.
Dave, they sent us over some brakes and some rotors, power stop, and rockauto.com. You know, this car actually deserves another show.
Well, I think we should do it again next week. In fact, we are going to be here same time, same sandbox. We hope you join us too. Project M&M 2 and a whole lot more coming up next week on Tech Garage, presented by rockauto.com. We'll see you then.
Production assistance for Tech Garage is provided by Chipola College, located in Marianna, Florida. Founded in 1947, Chipola was ranked recently as one of the top 3 community colleges in the United States.